win rate. 3 out of 4, they got the dub, so it's actually favoring the side of TLID. Now you mentioned the phobias, TLID, they should definitely hit that hero here.
Yeah. I think Lapu Lapu and oh wow! That is, I mean, we've seen Dyron play it, but it's not something you would expect in a situation like this. There's not really, what are they going for in the last pick? So that means TLID are gonna go for a very vulnerable gold lane. Because right now, no one gets bursted by the Masha, right?
I think they are more afraid with the initial combo of a teleport, the shortcut towards like a thunderclap.
But you would expect that they would have enough responses already. Still, all right, the Khalid gets taken away, so they don't want Witty opening up the map.
But there's still a lot of good response coming from TLID, right? Kacha comes into mind. Padang is actually quite good against a Fredrin and also a chip combo.
For sure.
We'll see if that's gonna be the approach here for TLID. But if they want to bend towards more EXP heroes that kind of does the same with the Masha, Benedetta comes into mind. You know, but I think that's digging a bit too deep, don't you think? Or maybe something like a Yuzhong?
Wow.
Oh, Lapu Lapu.
It is Lapu.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way they let go of one of those picks, right? Because like Lapu, Phobius. My question is, why didn't they ban the Wow, that is super. TLID can still go Hilda, no? This is Granger and Kimmy. This is a very greedy composition. TLID can go Hilda, and then but they need a lot of damage. A lot of damage in gold now. Ooh. Did they go Harith?
The Gacha is still an option, by the way, for TLID.
But they'll still lack damage.
Irithal?
Yeah.
Is Natan or Moskov viable here?
Maybe Claude?
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
It's also a good way to respond to a shortcut, right? But TLID, the response pick in the roaming area, surely it's gonna be like Gatot slash Padang, right? Unless they want to go crazy, it's gonna be the Gatot. Now RRQ to top it all off, I think they need a bit more utility here to complement the shortcut. Is it gonna be a Terizla? Is it gonna be something like a Yuzhong?
Oh, I like the Terizla idea coming from Dyron as well. Yeah, they need some sort of AoE, right? They're lacking in that department.
Alice?
Oh, the Alice would be amazing. I don't really see anything else except for the Alice.
Ruby.
Okay, that's a really good.
All right. So there's some glaring problem with TLID's composition. You know, it's a bit lacking in damage in a way, and in the late game, you really just rely on the Blazing Duet. And I don't think it's really that good of a, you know, plan to really rely on a Claude in the late game. We'll see if they can execute the responsive kind of composition here against the shortcut of EDOC in RRQ. So Miracle, initial thoughts. I'm guessing you're leaning a bit more towards RRQ?
No. Really? I'm leaning a bit more to TLID. I think for RRQ, it is very, very reliant on early game and Granger and Kimmy doing really well. Because mid prio should be for the left.
We'll see TLID versus RRQ. RRQ still looking for that playoff spot, the last playoff spot in Season 16. It's never the same without RRQ in the postseason. We will see if they can actually further their chances to go to the promised land.
All right, Youngblood versus Youngblood. Witty, a champion, finals MVP against EDOC, who's been amazing in the last 2 seasons, but unfortunately not been able to produce any wins title-wise. No silverware just yet, and as expected, mid lane prio for TLID. They're using it to bully Rins. Joe.
That's going to be a good knock up here. Early, a taunt, the chain crowd control is overwhelming for EDOC. First blood for Joe.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to delay the clear if you have the Yushin and also the Gacha, because when you have a Baksha that can rotate really, really fast and do this, it's working out.
Oh, that's a shield unity. Taunt as well. Applying pressure in the early game, pushing the right buttons. TLID. They're off to a brilliant start.
What is that pathing from Fair Sick, man? I'm sorry, but Why would you go for full clear on a Fredrin Impure Rage? You don't go to that. That's a concussive blast type of deal. You don't go for orange into green
Oh, no.
cap, green cap.
Okay.
You need to go orange purple. Woody probably will die here, but yeah, it's still like a net negative, man. Persik, you need. Oh, he's not gonna be level 4 for Turtle.
It's gonna be tough for RRQ here to set up for the objective game, especially with the fact that it's a gacha. It gets a chip. Even if the chip gets level 4, it only gets you a gap closer in a shortcut. Not much, or not many, setup potential. Thankfully, Tyron will be there with the Thorn of Blood, as Joe will rotate again.
Oh, he's level 4. Oh, because of the assist. My bad.
Potentially 3v3. That's going to be in the mid lane. They're not going to commit more though, as the turtle is up. It seems like Fursic will go for the orange first.
Yeah. I don't think it's first. I think it's done. Like, they do not want to go Turtle 1. I think right now they have to wait for Turtle 2, which is a good idea from them. They do not want to contest this. But the green caps are going to be taken, and the Baksha is already a natural win against the Fredrin when you don't stop him. The Fredrin can win only if you steal. Again, they go for up top. All of this will be stolen for sure. They need to give this side of the jungle. I thought he would just rotate down below, but there's no camps down below.
I don't know why they would mirror the movement coming in from Baksha, especially with the fact that they already lose out on the early game, you know?
Yeah.
And now, the rotation is coming from Rinse and also Toy. Oh, amazing. But not much damage without the items.
Yeah. So good. At least for RRQ, the fact they're aware. Oh no.
That's a knockup. That's a taunt. AG though will be deflected. Kabuki stuff. That's gonna be shortcut as Rince finds the kill. That's gonna be Joe isolated in the front. 4 members of RRQ rather will be on top of that. That's gonna be, oh my goodness. The mobilization, the taunt, yes, kills damage though will be enough to deal. Fursic, Toy will be forced to use the flicker, but Yeskiel has a flicker himself. Good night, Toy. 2K gold lead should be for TLID.
On what was an amazing set coming in, or a kill towards Kabuki. They really need that, but they overstayed that welcome, really underestimating the early game Arlo damage.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you can go for these big fights and the big CC, but in the early game, there's no damage just yet. Toy has not completed any of the big pickups just yet. Kimmy, pretty far away. Kabuki's weak, but RQ as a whole will lose out in base damage against TLID. And as long as TLID continue to build up a lead like this, it'd be very difficult for RQ to hold on. Kabuki just needs to be careful, though. The wave will be pushing to him, so there's no risk of him losing minions just yet. And TLID will control mid-prio. Still with a 1,000 gold lead.
Yeah. Now, oh, look at down below, eat up.
They can do a shortcut. Oh, the mobilization.
Whoa!
Oh, great clear, but Fursik's able to close the gap. Under the turret, Kabuki goes down. TLID perhaps looking to avenge the death of Kabuki. Joel claims the turret. AOG, beautiful, sublime. Down goes Irok and Toy as Witty claims the double. It seems like TLID will push more. And that's going to be just the green cap. 2 levels above Fursic.
That is, you couldn't ask for a better retaliation, Mirko.
Yeah. The shortcut is a double-edged sword. When you're behind, it works against you. That's why you're very reliant on early game. But it doesn't look like the composition was really built for early game, because they would lose out fundamentally against a lot of these picks, and TLID just want to brawl. RQ are going to have to concede this turret, but at least they get a turret up top.
Do they though? Look at the, oh, they do. Siren is gonna get the EXP lane turret, and also Kabuki might not be trading it actually. It looks like the Granger gets the clear a bit, but it should be going down after this one. Edok so far, the shortcut has been pretty backstabby for RRQ. 2K gold lead already for TLID, but it is something that RRQ can still manage.
Yep. 2,000 gold lead, still they can manage, but if they fight... See, I don't think they should take these big fights. Good steal by Toy there. But I don't think they should be taking the 5v5 fights just yet. They need to scale a bit more. The fact that it's still only just 2,000 gold lead means it's pretty safe, at least for now. Wow, that was a very ambitious play by Aran. He might be caught.
That's going to be the punish. Touch and fall. Styron is there as well. A little bit too ambitious, like you said, Mirko, and RQ quick to punish.
Very bad. Gets punished instantly. Luckily, no shutdown. And the RRQ Kingdom are already chanting Viva RRQ.
And by the way, they're in technically a losing position though. So RRQ fans, they're still very much super loud and very supportive of their teams here. They put out a banner too that said, no matter what happens, you'll never fight alone. There you go.
Yes, sir. Edok, all in on Joel.
Saying that's gonna be the shortcut. That's gonna be Joel alone. First sequence, the last turtle. But that's gonna defy the collapse. That's gonna be SKL finding the killing spree. Oh, AOG doesn't land. That's Styron. Only Toy will be able to recall. First sick though, trying to stand back, trying to buy time for his team, but that's gonna be first sick going down. Take a look at the mid lane. The Rins has the flicker. TLID will not get the siege as Rins is able to clear the wave.
Yeah. But that was actually a good fight for RRQ, by the way. It looks bad. Fairsick Edok died, yes. But RRQ got the turtle. Only for the utility jungle and the roamer. Rins and Toy and Dyron, these three guys are going to be the main boys for RRQ to actually turn things around. So if TLID get those wins, they better get something to convert on. If they don't, it's going to be kind of whack, yo. Because right now the chip is zoning Aran pretty well. He'll be able to clear out the wave still. They're taking it so slow on the objective conversions. They're leaving it to minions here, which is pretty good because they deny a bit more gold. But they need to be, I think at this point, 3K ahead. RRQ are scaling quite well.
Oh, that's the mobilization. Really under the turret. Finds a taunt. That's Mercy's taunt as well. Yeah, just 2K gold lead. Very comfortable. But TLID, they gotta stay disciplined here.
Yeah, especially knowing that the buckshot will, like it or not, will kind of fall off in the late game. Very limited utility in a 5v5 team fight compared to the Fredrin.
For RRQ, they have a proper front to back. Great peel with Dyron, great peel with Fairsick. It's just, who can they hold down? TLID, their entire comp can dive in. So you're gonna have to choose who you peel for. Especially if the fights come in from different angles. But if it's coming from the front, whoa, great pickup for Yehezkiel. I'd say it's good because right now they have a lot of base damage, but they don't have a lot of capitalization. They haven't been able to convert. So that would be a conversion. Now, even if you get kills on just the frontliners, it's a Sky Piercer stack.
Yeah. Utility versus utility. Fredrin versus Boxia. This is a matchup that we've seen a long time in season 11/12.
Edok, conceal.
We'll see.
Looks for an angle. Doesn't really find the right connection. Toy is just waiting for that shortcut play. Joel, immobilized! That's gonna be the stun, the collapse! Oh, Kabuki! Of all people finds the Lord! That's gonna be Dyron here looking for the play. Take a look at Firstick will lose his life. Joel just taunting RRQ, and that's Yehezkiel landing an angle. Dyron trying to hold on, but Kabuki and Yehezkiel's damage will be enough to take the Alice down. 3K goal lead, and TLID go for more.
And an extra Sky Piercer stack for Yehezkiel. He's gonna say thank you very much. With the turret up top too, should be the next conversion here from TLID RRQ. They are scattered.
They are, man. TLID, they have pretty okay siege with the Claude, but RRQ have...
Oh! Flicker, final slash! Beautiful Aran, beautifully done.
Wow.
And that's a chain crowd control. Firstick just respawned. And now, he's down for 25.
Just when you thought RRQ member were safe, but Aran still saving. It's Flicker at the perfect time. Great capitalization here as some of the Holy Shields will get taken down. Maybe even 3 of them.
Yeah, definitely 3. They want to siege the mid lane first. That's a conceal by Edok. I don't think they can defend. They will let it go. Joe just zoning. He is. The bottom side of the Lord will charge. Triggered the Holy Shielding. TLID, they want to siege the top. RRQ now have 4 members. 5 members. Dyron, though, will find the connection on Weedy, who is under the turret. That's going to be a 5v4. That's a taunt. Joe isolated in the front. Oh, with the shield unit, he's able to get out, but take a look at Edok.
Okay.
Looking for the play. Great read there, TLID. Oh, spots Edok out.
Flick.
Doesn't have flicker, right? So, yeah, it's just a reset. They got the mid turret, though.
Wow. That was a shutdown, by the way. I actually thought, okay, it's fine. You know, they got witty, but there's no shutdown. No, he got 3 kills after dying once, so a good shutdown. Unfortunately, though, for RRQ, they haven't been able to give the kills to the man who needs kills. Skypiercer on Toy, currently still at 0 stacks, if I'm not mistaken. That kill he got before the Skypiercer. So that means that they're still a far shot away from being able to take anyone down. TLID are tanky, man. Got the Gacha, Baksha, Arlet, even Yehezkiel. Tanky, very, very tanky. Well, maybe tanky isn't the right word. Sustainable, yeah? Kabuki, very slippery too, and he's building towards a win in nature, I think, for his 4th item. Ooh. No, Winter Crown. So we'll make it a bit more difficult again to kill. Doesn't matter if you're Winter or Win. It's oh no, you don't get spotted by Yehezkiel.
Great read.
I think he needs. Oh no, there's no way you go crash course here. You're cooked. I think he's cooked.
Yeah,
Does he go crash course? No.
Nah,
he's
there's
dead.
no way.
He's dead. Just before the Lord as well. So no shortcut plays for RRQ in the Lord fight. And that will leave TLID getting the Lord for free.
And yes, Gil got another extra Skypiercer stacks. Just scouting the map, man. Just do your due diligence and it's gonna pay off.
Easy Lord take for TLID after a mistake, or rather, positional error for Edok. I understand him though, man. On the chip, there's not much you can do. Like, you either win, and you look for angles, or you're down by 4,000 and you can't shortcut. Because if you shortcut, it'll be good for the winning team. So now it's them turtling in. At least they have okay wave clear. It's not horrible. It's not good either though. Like, against TLID's dive, you can't just be staying still shooting. You saw what happened to Rins earlier. He got caught off guard. So they're gonna have to lock in to stay and hold their position.
Yeah, they also have to lock in to respond to Uran's engage, right? Because that's the main setter tool for TLID. The flicker will come, and Rinse and Toy will be the main target. You know? The only way they can evade from that is if they react fast enough with the flicker too. As the Lord comes in.
They should siege the top. Kabuki's on it. The bottom side wave will push the top. Bottom turret. That's gonna be the knockup. Byron stuck. First it jumps in. Final slash of Breeze Red Pod. That's gonna be knocked up. Take a look at the base. Now RRQ's trying to hold on around, flickering out. Taken down. TLID. They choked again. And RRQ with the defense still standing with 5, now with 4. But they got the defense, so they lose out on all 2 remaining base turrets.
Yeah, that is huge value from TLID. Unfortunately, was not able to deal the final blow towards RRQ, but they definitely have a lot more chances to do that now that all the turrets are gone.
It would have been really bad if Toy was the one who got most of the kills, but he only got 2. So 20 stacks, at least he's finally on the board. They'll be able to convert on some objectives, and they'll be able to finally utilize this tempo. But, like Sheffin said earlier, it's still immense value for TLID. They got all
down
base
below?
turrets. Toy?
That's a flicker. That's
I'm surprised Yehezkiel did Crimson Beak. Oh,
there you go.
There you
Oh, bit
go.
late.
Oh
No,
my
that's way
goodness.
too late.
A little bit
Maybe
too
not.
ambitious, but Quiddy is on it. Yehezkiel will be the trade, but take a look at the collapse shortcut pod. Blazing the web on 4 members. Not a good sign for TLID. RRQ though, will they go for the fight? Weedy isolated, trying to buy time for his team as Joe is trying to provide cover. Weedy no AOG, no revitalize will fall in the hands of the Kimmy as Rex Regium Kaon. Their story in game 1 isn't over.
A costly mistake from the man who hasn't made one so far. The one that played a perfect game until that moment. That was just a slight second too late. The stacks are gone, and now they pay the price.
Very indecisive from Yehezkiel. Yehezkiel took too long, and now Joe's gonna be punished.
3 members, 4 members, all 5 members is on the Baksha. Will he buy enough time as the rest of the cavalry is on it? That's gonna be Joe surviving. Uh-oh, Rondo stuck, trying to dash, stunned up, flickering out. All 10 players
moly.
are still on the board.
That's quite literally 5, as you said, Goni. But somehow...
They're too low, yeah.
Yeah. RQ cannot convert.
Wait,
and
that-
TLID can go back into the Lord much faster.
That actually is so good now. TLID, Joel, he came in clutch just by tanking all his shots like a Chad. And remember, this is favorable for TLID, even though the lead is gone. The waves are all pushing in. TLID just need to avoid fights. Witty.
Oh, that's gonna be shortcut on towards the back. That's a taunt. Revitalize Jodo, throwing it back, trying to buy time and distract as well. Kyron by the four-man stun. Take a look at the front. Joe Kabuki, all isolated. TLID, they're scattered, and they all are going down for more than 30 seconds.
As the Kingdom roars here in MPL Arena. Great team fight from RRQ, but TLID, their main damage dealer was Kabuki, but he was playing an honest front to back without diving.
Yup. They really needed to split RRQ open. They couldn't stick together like that. RRQ are gonna wait for the 10 seconds and they have more time to play with the Lord, and it is incredible. What a comeback right now. A story for the ages. RRQ, they have all that they need right now to actually pull a full comeback against TLID. TLID have been outscaled. They took too long on the conversions and they took a big risk by fighting in the base earlier. They didn't even utilize their leads around the map.
The only silver lining that I can think of is the fact that Indo is not really the best sieger in terms of like roamer, but there is still a lot of question that needs to be posed towards TLID, man. The wave clear is not that great either. It's Claude. Yes, there's still some DPS and AoE from the Jushin, but it's not the normal mid laner that you want to have in this kind of situation. RRQ, with the lead that they have right now, it is very possible for them to be able to end it here.
Yep. They could end it all right here, man. They have such good siege, and TLID, their clear is horrible. Their clear is genuinely horrible. The Claude?
Yeah.
Kabuki's not doing enough damage.
Very shaky.
And Toy already has been a crown, so there's not even the dive threat anymore. Kimmy is too slippery. TLID can defend, but I think they'll lose all their base turrets.
See though, RQ taking it slow here, waiting for the Lord to touch the base turret, and then perhaps the first looks for an engage. You don't have the flicker. Keep in mind, Joe. That's the DPS there. The windward, Dyron jumps in under the turret. That's a little bit too ambitious from Dyron. And now RRQ, they defend with 4.
SQ!
That's gonna be the AOT! With a crowd toy about their mortality, particularly SQ in the front line.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah.
SQ finds the kill on towards Toy. And now it is RRQ who runs for the hill.
They gotta
Hold on a
chase.
second, they want to chase.
They
The
have to.
matchup might be able to catch up.
They have to keep
Unity.
They have to keep chasing right now. This is the angle that they need to end the game. RQ look like they've outscaled TLID, but they again made a big risky. Oh, no traction pulse.
No,
They
wait
go
for
for
the
the
middle. 10 seconds on Dyron. That's it. That's gonna be the taunt. That's gonna be RRQ try desperately. That's a minion coming in clutch. Now Dyron is up on the running. Rins in the back trying to free hit. That's a taunt. First thing has him on. Dyron looks for the play, but it seems like it is not enough. Has the immortality, but TLID still stands with 4. And Yeheskiel secures it. Now Taunt back up and running. But that's going to be Rins. Good night. The Cavalries, they will strike first in this bloody, messy first game.
Wow! What a start for this match right here. Amazing.